Welcome to the show. It's a daytime vibe, DC purple, let the positivity drive. Catching up on the highlights, what's new, what's real, flowing through the moments, that's our ideal. Grab your drink, let's unwind. In this space, good time find. Daytime pop-up, we're loud and we're free. With DCT, the purple diva, come with me, catching all the good. In this vibrant space, join the fun, come on now, let's embrace. Stories from our lives and the world around. Pop up, chat, hear the joy, feel the sound. From laughter to lessons, all wrapped in a beat. Tune in, stay close, let's vibe on this street. See the love, feel the flow. With every second, watch us glow. Daytime pop-up, we're loud and we're free. With DCT's a purple diva, come with me, catching all the good. In this vibrant space, join the fun, come on now, let's embrace. Together we rise, thanks for coming by. In this daytime pop-up, we reach for the
Hola, from the west side. Feliz Mercules. Feliz Mercules. And for those of you who don't understand Espanol, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Yo soy. Yo hablo español, pero mi familia es afro-cubana. Yo soy afro-latina. ¿Comprende? Anyway, that's all the Spanish I'm giving y'all today.
Welcome to the show. It's a daytime vibe, DC purple, let the positivity drive. Catching up on the highlights, what's new, what's real, flowing through the moments, that's our ideal. Grab your drink, let's unwind.
Okay, there we go. Let me go to the Anyway, so I hope everybody is having a good week. Hey, Coach White. Hey, Sora. So the reason I titled this, is it popcorn time? Because it's crazy. There's a whole lot going on. So, I'm not going to talk about the politics stuff first. Let's talk about the entertainment stuff. So, Cardi B has finally admitted that she is pregnant with baby number 4 by her boyfriend, Stefan Diggs. Now, don't nobody care, but the fact that she was saying she wasn't pregnant and that Offset and others were lying. So now it makes you wonder, was she, doing the do with homeboy hunching while she was still pregnant with baby number 3? Because I'm sorry, didn't she have a baby earlier this year? And see, here's the thing: some women don't get is that even if you are nursing a baby, you can become with child again right after you you've been with child. I'm just saying. Now, are her and Rihanna in a race? Because you know, Cardi B keeps having keeps having little girls, and maybe she's hoping that baby number 4 is going to be that boy because it's with a different man. I don't know, but girl, you on baby number 4, and are we really gonna get that tour that you promised us, or are you gonna do like you did when you got pregnant with your first child and stop touring and go into nesting in mommy mode? But I don't think you're gonna do that this time, and here's why: because she's not married to this man, okay? And so, as we know, all of the money that was had when she was married to Offset was her money. And, Stefan makes a nice salary, nice money for a football player. But, however, we know that her money potential is there. So what I'm thinking is she just did these she's doing these, record store and bodega appearances right now, y'all. Excuse me. I'm drinking some of my Arise mushroom coffee right now. It is delicious. And it is still morning here on the west side, even though it is afternoon on the east side and in the middle of the country. But, the fans in the stands are concerned, Cardi. You know, now that you finally admitted, well, we already knew that you're pregnant again. Are you gonna do the rest of your appearances? Are you gonna go out on tour, while you are with child? It can be done. It can be done. Other recording artists have done tours while they were with child. Now, of course, you have to watch how many tour dates you do, but girl, you better go make that money while you can make that money, because in all actuality, you've been on hiatus since you had your first child. As I drink my coffee, you've been on hiatus since you had your first child. Now, I'm just saying this as an elder, since you are no longer married, because I believe their divorce is final. And even if the divorce is not final, the relationship is final because you're pregnant with another man's child. So you're definitely Not going back to that. But let's talk about the fact that are are, are you even getting any child support for your 3 kids with him? No, for Culture, Blossom, and I can't remember what the middle child's name is. Sorry. So, and I'm not saying that you won't, get support from Stefan, but you have 3 other kids, and from what I can see, you are the sole provider for those children, and then you're also the sole provider for other members in your family. So, sounds to me like somehow, some way, you should be getting out here and doing this music, and you're not going to be able to just do these little appearances to get people to buy your music. That's great, they're going to buy it, but then you're going to have to do that tour to make your money, to make your money, to make your money. I mean, I don't know how far along you are, if you're like 4 or 5 months, if you're like halfway through the pregnancy, but I'm hoping that we're not just going to be getting these appearances, uh, pushing, the CD or the album, the hard copy, because we know that's how you make your money, but that you're going to do some touring, you know, because if you make your fans wait again after you did this tease, girl, I don't think you're going to be able to come back again from that. It it was your time back then. You got married, you had kids. Okay, you're not married now. You're with child. You're a single mother. You need to do your tour dates and stuff and whatever during the pregnancy, and then take a little bit of time off afterward. Stack up your money. Get some endorsements. Right now, you need to probably get you some endorsements like for pregnancy. Some pregnancy endorsements. Like maternity wear, that kind of stuff. You know, and if you are a nursing mother, like most of my friends who are Latina are, then you should be also telling people about La Leche League and about, you know, promoting, that kind of stuff. I'm just giving you some stuff that can make you some money during your pregnancy in addition to your tour money. And since we all know that, you see yourself as a content creator, this will probably, you know, a lot of these things that we're out here saying, you'll probably hear them eventually. You might not hear mine, but you might hear from someone else. So that's what's going on with Miss Cardi. 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 All right. So now let's talk about something other going on. Let's talk about some of the madness that is on the platform, which is YouTube. So y'all not listening to me. Y'all just busy out here doing what y'all do and making yourselves content. And I don't get it. Now, Krista girl, I'm saying this as a woman who's older than you. Okay. And this whole lemon situation, girl, is just making you look like a effing fool. You may not care, but I don't. If y'all are gonna if you're gonna allow somebody to disrespect you, why are you doing it online? And if you don't take the things that he's doing as disrespect, what the f is wrong with you? What the f is wrong with you if you don't see that this Regin is totally disrespectful? And I don't even think he likes women. I personally think he plays for the other team. That's just my that's just my impression. And I don't know why all of these older women of a particular age, are flocking around this clown. I can't understand why. Because I've never got the impression that he's trying to give any of y'all any eggplant. I've gotten the impression that his interests lie elsewhere. Yeah, that they lie elsewhere. That's what I see. So how y'all seeing? Why y'all thinking that y'all even have? Anyway, and Lolo girl, you too. Stop letting that man disrespect you. What is wrong with y'all? Is this what you? Is this is what we doing? Um, to get people to come to our own channels now? Hopping on panels that go on all damn night long, talking about absolutely nothing. But see, that's the B sector 2.0, I guess. Because that is not what they were doing back in the day in the B sector. And although I am B sector adjacent, you know, I was here and I was part of the black sector and a moderator in the black tea sector when the merge and the purge happened. And that was long before some of you people who are claiming that you're deep sector were even on the scene. Like, what? What the F? What's wrong with y'all? Hold on. Let me get my little, little avatar. I mean, yeah, my little overlay, and y'all can see my avatar. There you go. Okay. So, what is going on with y'all? And then there's certain individuals on here who have delusions of grandeur about what they look like, thinking that everyone's jealous of them. Ain't nobody jealous of nothing. Here's what I'm going to say to you, little girl. It's real good that you have all this confidence in yourself, but please stop thinking that you're the finest thing that hit the streets of YouTube, because that is far from the truth. And I'm not even one of those ones who gets on here and talks about people. Okay? Body shames them, look shames them, or anything. But girl, you delusional. You need to pay attention to being a good mother. I'm not going to talk about your child because your child is precious. Just like my grown child is precious, who is on the spectrum. But my question is, how do you have time to be all F on here when you have a small child on the spectrum? You know, why aren't you paying attention to what's going? You should be engrossed in motherhood. And here's the thing: if you wanted to do some content, you could carefully curate some content about your life as a mom. There's a huge mom life sector, and there's a lot of parents on here who have children with special needs. And I'm not even talking about you bringing your child on camera because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you could do content about what life is like raising, you know, a child with special needs and the things that you go through. That could be your content instead of all this messy ish that you putting out here. Mm. And stop saying you the finest thing on here and that everybody's jealous of you. Because I promise you, ain't nobody jealous. Ain't nobody jealous. And stop lying about how long you've been in the B sector. Because you keep lying, and we all know you're lying. Because we were here when you weren't. And we were here when you decided to hop on over here. From where were you? Over on Bigo? Anywho. And the reason why I'm not saying your name is because you stole somebody else's name and put it in your name. And when you first came on here, people thought that you were her. So let me just say this. The other content creator, the real uppity unicorn, and that is alive and well in the streets of YouTube. She was in the conscious sector and the black sector, and then she was over there with the melanators and was one of the head, top melanators. I think she still probably might be a mod with CK, but she's over there doing her own thing right now. She's, being a caregiver for her mama who's been going through some stuff. And she over there minding her own business. But girl, let me just say this. You wish you looked like her. You wish you looked like her. She's beautiful. She's like built like an Amazon. She's a tall woman. Hmm. Hmm. And she is also on the spectrum. She was was diagnosed as an adult, and I'm glad that she got her proper diagnosis because I encouraged her to do that. So you ain't nothing like uppity unicorn girl. And the fact that you would even put part of her name in your name coming over here is just yeah, that part, you know. You can say all the delusional stuff you want to everybody else, but I know that I absolutely have nothing to be jealous of, and neither do any of these other people. I mean, girl, look at you and look at me. I mean, really, girl, look at you and look at me. That's all I'm gonna say. Just go sit down. Stop saying all that stuff. Stop getting up on everybody's daggone panel. Just stop doing it. Okay? Anywho, moving right along. So, back to the world that is entertainment. It appears that Claudia Jordan has moved on from all of her naysayers, and all of the people who were trying to jump on the wagon. Because Claudia has a new show over on Fox, not Fox Soul, on Fox. Yeah, she's not doing a show with Funky Dineva. Who's not surprised? We knew that was never going to happen. Now they may have made a little bit of money together, but that's about it. That's about it. Okay, so and I see that after his Breakfast Club interview, that she has also come on here and dragged the F out of Damon Dash. Dude, right now you are in embarrassment, sir. You need to go sit the F down and stop talking like you some boss. You know, stop living in your past. Stop living in your days of glory. Okay, sir? We're not there. Okay? Because here's the thing. True bosses, they don't need to keep talking about how much of a boss they are. They don't have to keep proving it to you. It's reflective. They're not pretending, you know. And let me just say, kudos to you, Claudia, for that drag. I mean, she even brought up his dentures to be falling out of his mouth. Like, if you are a boss, you would have implants, sir. You would not have dentures that falling up out of your mouth because you didn't put on your poly grip. You younger than me, and you out here with your teeth falling out. What was you doing when you was younger, or were you just not taking care of your oral hygiene? Because why your teeth in the front gone? Why? Just why? Just why? Okay. Now I'm gonna move on to my last subject because this is a quick in and out. I gotta get out of here, and I will promote this on both of my channels a little later on. Now let's go over to the political front. So I did put out a little digital, my thoughts in my digital art, and I talked a little bit about this. But in the time since the pow-powing of Charlie Kirk, there has been so much going on. Oh, y'all know what? I gotta get off of here. I'm gonna come back later. I forgot. I got a meeting to go to. Anyway, I'll see y'all. I'll be back later. I'll be back later. Sorry. Peace and blessings from the West Side. I will see y'all. I will be back later. Sorry. Bye.